Hi everybody, it is Julia here, and well, I'm Julia from the Julia Art Studio. That was a good intro. I took a little trip to Scotland this summer to visit my friend Jem from the Colour Cave. And this is my second time visiting her and being in Scotland, and I didn't see one single unicorn, not even a haggis. I don't know. I feel very let down, to be fair. But I felt like coming home and getting into a routine, it was really hard. So I was like, you know what? Let's just start by doing some fun in my sketchbook. So this is my Royal Talens A4 sketchbook, and I've been plopping colors. These are all the neon colors that I have tried out the pigments for, and currently the pink is on its drying time, and then I added my amazing Via Lactea on top, and look at that shimmer. I know it shows up really bad on the phone, but still it looks so good. Also the neon doesn't really show up. The phone was like, I don't know what to do with this, and I was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. So yeah, as you can see on the top of the screen, I have a smaller sketchbook with a lot of little unicorns drawn out, and when I sat down I just took a Neocolor 2 that's water soluble and sketched out 3 of those in like a composition. Well, obviously it's a composition because it's placed on the page. I then wanted to have a really dark background, and I decided to go with acrylic ink because I knew I was going to do a lot of stuff on top of it, and I like to have that acrylic sort of like as a barrier between the watercolor and the next layer, which I hadn't decided yet what to do. And I decided to go with 2 colors. I have sap green and also indigo in the same palette, so depending on where I put my brush in, it will be more indigo or more green, because I want both of the colors, but I want them mixed, but I don't want it to look like I have mixed them intentionally. So anyway, yeah. And I really like working with these acrylic inks. I have used them quite a lot lately, and I find that obviously they're not as opaque as if you were to use acrylic paint out of the tube, but I like how easy they are to work with, especially like in a sketchbook setting. You get a lot of pigment considering how watered or how like liquid they are, but because they are more transparent than acrylic paint, you can get a really fun effect layer them on top of each other. Sorry, I don't know what's happening with my voice. So I decided to do that, and like I said, I'm working on the Royal Talens paper, which I am really big fan of, but it is not it's not a very thick paper, it's not watercolor paper or cotton paper or anything, so I don't want to have those like harsh lines where you can see like, oh, you painted up here and then you came back and you see those lines. But of course I'm going to get that because I'm working with acrylic ink on a big surface. So, but I'm just trying to like work a little bit on each segment or sections at the time to minimize it, and then also like blending over the different areas so that I get more of a smooth result. Another thing that I really like about it is because they are not completely opaque. I can still see the watercolor background underneath. Otherwise, I mean, I could just have drawn the little horses or the unicorns with a neon color, but I know that because the ink is not opaque, I can still see the shifts of color underneath it, and I really like that. So yeah, and I didn't have any issues with either the neon colors or the the metallic shiny color lifting up during sorry, I really try to enunciate my English, but I am a little bit brain tired, so I'm sorry if it sounds like I am mumbling. I really do try. So the blue crayon that I used, the Neo color too, it will still be seen in the end, but I kind of like seeing the different mediums throughout. Now, if you were like, I do not want to see any like supportive lines at the end, I would pick either a color that is much closer to the background, so like a pinky peachy orange color, or something, because that would be much easier to erase. I say erase, but they are water soluble, so that will just like lift up. I just really like seeing different textures throughout working on it. When the background had dried, I really wanted to go in and do some very stylized, I was going to say clouds. I don't mean clouds, I mean leaves. That's not even close. Okay, anyway, so I picked out a few acrylic markers, but I actually just stuck with this one, and it's not my favorite green color, but it worked really well here. So I decided on a shape that was like, it's very stylized, and I just do like rounded leaves, and then I fill them half-ish with the color. To do some extra definition on the little unicorns, I'm taking a red purple. No, what it's called? It's the Faber-Castell. It's like the prettiest purple. It's blanking on me. Sorry, but it's like, if you're looking at the if you're looking at the Faber-Castell color chart and you see like the pretty, I think it's crimson. Could it be crimson something? Maybe. I don't know. I keep going through this color. I like it so much. But no, you don't need to worry. I already have a replacement, but I keep this one at my desk because it's too short. I wanted to add some spots on my little horses, so I went with a Neo color 1, and I recently got this little crayon extender, and oh, it's so good. It saves so much pain in my hands. Oh, very, very good. I'm going to add in some more, I was going to say details, but it's more like texture for the background here. And you can see I have a little metal tin here. On one side I have some broken off pieces of the Neo Color 1, and then on the other side I have my color pencils that I can't keep with my other color pencils because I keep them like in flower pots, and there is no way I would find them because they're so small. So when they reach like this length, when they don't reach anymore, they end up there, and I keep that at my desk. And I have realized that is like maybe not the best thing, because now I keep reaching for them at my desk because I see them all the time, and I keep using them because they are in front of me, and now I'm like, I really like this color, but I don't have any more because I've just used it up. And like the Prismacolors, I bought like the big set 1 year from Amazon, the US, from US, and that was like a big investment because everybody was talking like the Prismacolors, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread, you know. But the first of all, they break so much. Second of all, the labeling system that they have at the end, it rubs off so easily, and the number is like in a little oval, but once the foil has rubbed away, there's no like in printing, because some pencils have like a foil, but they also have like an indentation, like you can tell what it is. And the Prismacolors, like you can barely see anything. And I'm like, okay, I really fancy this green. What is it? No idea. Can I match it looking at the screen on my computer? Nope. Looks like 3 other greens. Sorry. Yeah, also, if I'm keeping on complaining about color pencils, Derwent. They have a set of 2 pencil extenders that you can buy, a silver and a black one. And it's only the silver one that actually takes like the Derwent color pencils in it, because they are too thick. So I was like, because I just picked one of them from the drawer and like it doesn't work. And then I realized, oh yeah, they're different sizes. Like, just label them. So I was so annoyed. I know this page was all about getting me to relax, settle back in, lowering the blood pressure and all of that. But I was annoyed about those color pencils. Anyway. During my little Jap session here, my horses have gotten their eyes. They have got some more definition. I have also gone in with Ania color 2. I'm pretty sure, because it looks like it still had a paper on it. To add in some more definition to the leaves and some sparkle to the little dots in the background. And I'm going in with that same tealy blue that I used for the dots in the background and doing that on the horses, because the white just didn't show up enough. And that is my finished piece, and I love it. I love it so much. Even though it was a bit frustration with the color pencils, I just love it, and I'm so happy looking at it, and it's just so pretty, and I hope you have liked it too. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I hope to see you soon.